Hello YouTube. If you're coming to this video from my other video, you'll know why there are tablets strewn all about my desk. And this video is just for this device right here. I gotta watch the time because that last video I made was 20 minutes and I don't know if YouTube's gonna take that. I'm probably gonna have to split it in two. Anyways, let's get right to it. Unboxing. The box that I got with this thing was not anything like any of the unboxing videos I saw, but all the unboxing videos I saw were from the people selling it. So, but every time they flipped the box over, the wrong stats are on the back. It was the old model. This is the, yeah, let's introduce the phone. This is the iNew i6000. I think it's called the Plus because it has 2 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. The regular iNew i6000 looks exactly the same, but it has 1 gigabyte of RAM and 16 gigabyte storage. They both have quad-core processors, but that extra gig of RAM really, I mean, it's like $30 difference. Why wouldn't you? The storage itself is worth it. And not only does it have 32 gigabyte storage, but it has an SD card slot, so I can, double that, 64, plus the 2 that come with the system. So let's start off by pulling the back off here. The back feels exactly like you would think it would feel to be plastic. It reminds me exactly of the 3GS back or the Note back. It actually, if you put them against each other, the 3GS back is flimsier. It's very thin. It's very tinny. This is hard. I can't flex this as much as that. This is thicker plastic. You can hear thump. Hey, you can hear it's a little. There you go. It's a little better. Alright, it doesn't just come, usually when you buy these phablets, these phone tablets, they come with 2 batteries because the people selling them know their shit. This battery is an iNew battery. They had this thing made for this phone. All them other big Chinese phone batteries, they're all the same. You get them, you get 2 of them, they burn out really quick, they hardly charge to 100%, ugh. This thing right here is the real deal. It's a real battery. It is a 3150 milliamp battery. It lasts all day, my whole work day, at least 8 hours, and I play with it every few minutes to check up on stuff, and it will last a lot longer using deep sleep and anything like that. This is something that is not mentioned in other videos. This is a micro slim SIM slot. This is a regular SIM slot. This is slot 1, this is slot 2. That doesn't really matter much. You can just use slot 2 or use slot 1. That's just what they're called, A and B, 1 and 2. It doesn't matter that I'm using this. I had the micro SIM because I was using the Galaxy S3 and I had to cut my goddamn SIM card because of that. I don't know why. 2 inches of fucking plastic makes all the difference. And then did you hear the new iPhone one has an even smaller one, and it's actually like a remade SIM card. I don't fucking know. Like, really? Come on. You can't fit another, quarter centimeter of freaking plastic. You got to cut it down again. SD card slot. I have an SD card slot in here. Because I don't know if I can trust this phone 1,000,000%. It's really done me well, but I don't know this brand. So I keep this in here so that if the phone shits the bed, I will have all my photos on the SD card because I take a lot of pictures of this with my daughter. This is a 13 megapixel camera. While it's true, I've seen better quality, this thing takes gorgeous pictures. And I will show you some of those, or at least one, right now. The flash on it is a joke. It's not bright at all, but it gets the job done. It's better than nothing. And it's very light flash. So we're going to go into camera here. It's going to be dark because it's against the box there. But let's move it across here. All right, so we got this here. These are pictures of my daughter. This camera's not going to do it justice because it's kind of dark in here. but these photos are gorgeous. This is outside. She's running. It's not fuzzy at all. Yeah, look at that. Each picture is gorgeous. She's running along the sidewalk. I'm chasing after her. There's no fuzzy lines. There's no, movement. It's taking every picture and being nice and crisp, nice and clear. Let's see if I can get to that one great picture right there. Yeah. This is a whole depth of view picture. The fuzziness you're seeing right now is the Galaxy S2's camera. But this picture is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this picture, has such depth of view that the camera I'm using now is focusing on her face and then her feet, her face. It's seeing it like it's 3D, and that is awesome. The camera that I'm using right now it can't even record the picture because the picture is so good. Yes, I've seen better. Yes, the the pixels per could have been a little better, but my God, it's a beautiful. I think it's the best camera I have. I know it's the best camera I own, and I take gorgeous shots with it, and I am so happy with it. It's a 12.5 megapixel camera. I can't say anything bad about the camera except for the flash is kind of weak. The phone itself is a little heavy, but it feels not cheap. It feels not cheap. It feels like I got my money's worth with this phone. It's heavy. It may weigh your shirt down, putting it in the shirt pocket, but it's a goddamn 6.5-inch phone. What the fuck did you expect? A piece of styrofoam? No. It's a 6.5-inch phone. It's going to be a little heavy. Your tablets are heavy. This is going to be heavy. Especially the battery. That's where it's all coming from. This phone right here, I've been using it to benchmark. I have been running HTML5 benchmarks, and I have been running the 3D mark right here. I don't trust this because I guess they rewrite their code. A lot of these Chinese phone manufacturers rewrite their code, so this is like so much better. I just have to tell you that this right here is a quad-core processor, so they say, and this right here is a dual-core processor. Dual-core, single-core. This phone right here kicks the shit out of everything I have here. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be this cheap Chinese phone, and it ended up owning every last one of these guys. It should still be up here. Yeah, right here for the Peacekeeper benchmark. I got a 638, which isn't super, but if I go to the Galaxy S3, and this has just been factory set, so I have nothing installed on this. I don't even have Chrome installed on this goddamn phone. If I go to Galaxy S3, it didn't even get through the HTML5 benchmark. Look at this thing. This is the other one that it was doing, that it kicked the shit out of too. And it just, look at this. Look how sad that is, huh? And the S2's like this too. It's running like shit. I can't even look at that. Its competition is actually this iPad. This phone beats this iPad. Yes, it's only a dual-core iPad 2 technically, but this is a generic Chinese phone, and it kicks the shit out of this iPad. I can make another video later if you want, run some tests, show you, but it's not even close. Actually, it's close with the iPad, but it still wins. It's not even close between the rest of these. It's getting late in the video, so I want to throw some really bad pet peeves out there. One, the volume is really low on this thing. It's incredibly low. The first night I had it, I woke up late for work because the alarm was so low it didn't wake me up. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper though. The other pet peeve I have, you see them bars right there? That tell you, the signal bars? They're either off or on. I don't know if it's a glitch in the code, but when it's, in places where it should just be one bar, it still shows 4. I've never seen 4, less than 4 on here. I've seen none where it's got no signal and has the X there, but I've never seen 3. I've never seen 2. I don't know if it's a glitch in the system or whatnot, but it will not show anything less than that. I don't know why. That's ridiculous. It has a poor signal strength than any of these other phones I got. Probably because Europe and China have better cell phone towers, so they don't need as strong. And it probably needs to save batteries somehow. It's good enough quality for my area. I'm not trekking into Vermont or anything like that where cell phone towers are Yetis and you yet ever see them. Trying to think of a few other things. I'm already over 10 minutes here. It's a beautiful phone. I love it, and I definitely recommend buying it. If you buy this phone, it comes in this box here. I think I already mentioned it. It's not the same box as if they're reviewed. I think it's cool. It's kind of like a pull-out coffin here. This is just the bags and stuff that had everything in it. It comes with a screen protector already applied on it, and they peel this off to have it. It's supposed to come with a case. They forgot my case, and I'm waiting for it now in the mail. That's the 3rd phone I bought from China where they forgot the case, and when I called them back, they're like, "Oh, just buy something else, and we'll send you the case for free." Well, this phone I actually paid a little more for to get it through Newegg, so that I wouldn't have to deal with that type of shit, and they still did it. And I said, I wrote them a letter. I was really nice about it. I was like, "Hey, you forgot it." And they wrote me back. They're like, "Hey, buy something else, and we'll send it to you." And I said, "You know what? No, you guys owe me that, and I got the phone I want, so I don't think I'm going to be buying another phone for a while. So if you could just send that, that'd be great. If you want, I can send a few bucks if you need shipping. I understand mistakes are made, and I just want to have it as soon as possible." Then they wrote me back saying, "Hey, it's out of stock." Or no. First, no. Then they wrote me back saying, "Oh, well, if you're not going to do that, why don't you pay for a better case? You just paid $320 for the phone, $330. I think it's $329 actually for this phone. Hey, why don't you buy a better case? We'll sell you a $30 case for $15, and then we'll send you the shitty one with it." And I said, "No, I'll just take the one that comes with it, because I don't even know if I'm going to use it 100%, but I want it because I paid for it." Then they wrote me back saying, "Well, it's out of stock. We don't know if we're ever going to get it back, so you probably should buy that other case." I wrote them back saying, "All right, well, I'll just have to make a report to Newegg and PayPal and see what they have to say about my money and not getting my full order." It took, and each time it was like 24 hours between emails. As soon as I wrote that, in 10 minutes I got, "Oh, your case shipped. It'll be there in a couple of weeks." So they know that PayPal and fucking Newegg don't fuck around when it comes to them. They're always going to believe Americans over them, and most of the time anyways, unless they have glaring proof that they sent something. And they know they didn't send the goddamn case. They didn't even question it. It's a tactic. Don't let them do it. Another thing is, you're going to be getting driven out of your mind. All the stops this boat makes getting sent across the sea. Ask before you pay for it. They might, and remember, they're 24 hours ahead of us, so it's actually tomorrow there already at night. Ask about air shipping. Ask about sending it air. It'll get here in 5 days. This thing took 15 days to get here. A lot of that was customs and the trip overseas. When they tell you a date, that's best case scenario. You get the phone when they send. You've seen the movies or the TV shows, the shipping wars or whatever, and they have the containers that the guys are trying to race to put on the boat. They have so long to put the containers on the boat. Well, until that boat's full of containers, they don't ship. So this phone was sitting in the container for so many days, so that's where it took a lot of it. Get it shipped next day. It might be $20, it might be $30. You're spending $30 on the phone, you might as well get it. You're going to get a better tracking number. You're going to get the phone a lot sooner, and there's going to be a lot less chance of it getting lost. Another thing is, the company said it was an MP3 player, not a phone. when they did it for customs. My guess is phones, they rip right apart because of Apple and Samsung crying about copies. So they just said it was just an MP3 tablet or whatever, and it got right through. The box, everything was still sealed. This right here was my dog. Overall, I'm very happy with the phone. There was another thing that I thought might have been a deal breaker. I'm trying to remember it. Let's see if we can. Let's run an app while I am thinking about it. You know, something that's kind of strong. Run this guy here. I don't think I have a login for this though. No, I don't. Let's see here. You can see how quick all this shit, starts right up. You know, this right here, I'm logged on another phone because I was playing it on there. But you know, everything starts up. You know, you got this here. I downloaded this app. This is the task killer. I kill the tasks. You know, there's always like a gig free. And it's still running all this shit too. It's not a phone. It's not a memory hog. It's a very plain version of Android. It's very, it's good. There's a few things it doesn't have. It doesn't have NFC. I've never used NFC. That's more of a Galaxy thing. Actually, the Galaxy S2 for Straight Talk has NFC, but it's hidden. It's not actually installed. Let me see some of the stuff. I got a list of hardware info here. As you can see, we'll run down the list here. I'm trying to remember what that other thing was. That could have been a deal. I thought, well, maybe that was it. Maybe it was the low sound. So right here we got the display. Oh yes, this is 1080p, 1080 resolution, with 480 dots per inch. This screen is absolutely gorgeous. I had downloaded countless high def movies to it already. Everyone looks great. The sound is so quiet though. You need the headphones, and the headphones that come with it are amazing. They're like knockoffs of the Dre Beats. Here, let's touch on these while I'm trying to get these headphones out of the bag. The Dre Beats knockoffs. They're gorgeous. They're great. Got this stupid bag here. Those are iPod headphones. I think I left them upstairs. This whole video is going to shit. I'm probably going to have to make another one. I'll make a few videos. How about that? First time I'm doing this review of a phone. Please, bear with me. Anything you want to see, don't hesitate to comment or write me an email, a message. And I'll be more than happy to try to get a short video out to you. I can do it right from the phone or right from the iPad and send it right on YouTube for you guys if you want. Do a reply. So we got right here. We got an ARM7 reversion 2, 4 cores, true quad core, 1.5 gigahertz, and it's even overclocking a little bit there. I don't know if that's just a little weird. Neon. Alright, here's the memory. It's 2 gigabytes or 1968. We got the RAM, max memory 128 megabyte. I think that's the I don't know what that is in a phone. It's not like the catch in a computer, right? You get the external storage here, which is both the 32 gigabyte and the 8 gigabyte card I got in there. The camera, back camera, is 12 megapixel. Oh yeah! The front camera is 5 megapixel. I couldn't believe it when I read that. The front camera, and this is all the shit about the camera here. Here, let me scroll through it. Maybe you guys rather see this stuff, because I know they didn't show this stuff on the video that came with it. I don't know what a lot of this stuff means. I've been tech since the age of 12, and a lot of this stuff eludes me with the camera. I'm not a big camera person. I do know this thing takes gorgeous pictures. Here's all the picture size values that comes out of it. Preferred preview size is 720p. If you get to here's the front camera. Look at this, 4.9 megapixel. It's a 5. This camera on the front is better than some of the cameras that are coming out now, especially in prepaid phones. On the back, this thing has a 720p camera on the front facing in. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Here's all that too. As you see here, all the sensors. We got 3 sensors. We got 3-axis accelerometer, proximity sensor, and a light sensor. Just the accelerometer. There's no gyroscope. I don't know if that's a deal breaker with you guys. I think the accelerometer works just fine. I don't use games that you got to tilt and twist and shit. I use games where you got to touch and do that. And the screen is great. The screen works great. It's got OpenGL 1X 2.0. Other features, we got all this stuff here. Fake touch, camera front, camera flash, autofocus, Bluetooth. Bluetooth works great. It comes with tethering built in. It's right under the. Go to settings. You go to more here. Tethering and Bluetooth and portable hotspot. It also will set up any way you want for mobile networks. The APNs are simple to put in, and I am way over on this, so I'm going to end this right now. Any questions, anything you want to see, anything at all, send me an email and I'll get it out there. Thanks a lot. If you want to see anything on all these, yeah, I didn't mention this in the other video. It's just a piece of shit E-pad from China with a crack in it. It still works great, but yeah, it's one of those guys. Thanks very much, and have a wonderful day.